Good evening, Algebra 2 students. Just wanted to give you a quick review for tomorrow's test, just to remind you of just some rules and guidelines to follow. Make sure that you do things correctly. All right, first thing, I cannot have a square root in the denominator. So I have to multiply by itself both top and bottom. So that's going to give me 4 times the square root of 21. Now, as you can tell in the answers, okay, is there a way to reduce that square root of 21? Okay, and so that's just what you need to look for there. All right, when it asks you to simplify or to solve in number 2, what I have to do here is that I have to make this have a square root of 5 in order for it to happen. Okay, so I need to be able to break this down, simplify it, so that then I can just combine 4 square root of 5 minus something square root of 5. Okay, that's for tomorrow. Now, 3, all I'm putting in is -2 for x, 6 for y. Okay, now make sure whenever you plug this into your calculator, make sure that you put parentheses around your -2. All right, number 4. All right, or number 3. Oh, sorry, number 4. It's been a long day. All right, number 4. Again, I have to distribute. Okay, then combine like terms. Just to give you a hint, x times 7x is 7x squared. Okay, I combine that with 4x squared. Then I have -2 to the -3. What do negative exponents tell me? I'm in the wrong spot. Move me. Okay, so we have to move it from a particular place it is to a lower, hint, hint, source. All right, 6. I have a negative exponent, so that tells me I've got to move it. I also have a power to a power, so I get 5 power and a multiply. All right, so that means that at least for the y here, I'm going to get y to the 6th. But if I bring this y to the -5th up, I'm then multiplying the y's. So I have y to the 6th times y to the 5th, which gives me y to the, and you tell me that. Okay, 7. All right, y'all should be able to evaluate. Okay, 8. All right, what's the domain? What's the x value? What's the deciding factor? All right, did the books read the students or the students read the books? The books read the students, okay, then the books are the deciding factor. But I don't think that's true. All right, number 9. Which of the following relations is not a function? Now this is key. This is not a function. Okay, a student's to shoe size. A student to colors of shoes owned. Do you have more than one color of shoes? Yeah, I do. Okay, from student to number of shoes owned. All right, do you have a certain amount? Yeah. Okay, a student to favorite type of shoe. Okay, well my favorite type of shoe are Skechers, but I have other types. All right, so from student to number of shoes owned. All right, or to shoe size. Now here's my question with these two. They're very, very similar, but think about it. Do you have a certain amount of shoes that you own right now? Yes, you do. Are all of them the exact same size? Most people's aren't, because they're going to vary depending on the manufacturer. So I can only have answer with one solid answer. Okay? All right. Number 10 is very similar. Which of the following relations is a function? From the student to subjects studied in the school year? Well, I've studied several subjects. Students to the color of shirts? I have multiple colored shirts. Student to eye color? Not an eye color that I can produce, but my actual eye color. Is there a one-to-one relation? And then students to name of relatives. Do any of y'all have a Katie in your family? Or more than one? Or more than one Savannah? Okay, or more than one James. All right, so Just remember, it can only be one answer, one solid answer. Okay, 11, evaluate. You're just plugging in 2 for where the x is. Number 12, you're putting that into verbal form. Okay. 10% tax. All right. So what would the tax be on $3.70 if it's 10%? I thought I was going to be able to eliminate questions like 14, but I had to put them in there. So what's the nearest whole number? When it says integer, that's what it means. Whole number. Okay. Integer just can also mean negative numbers. All right. Simplify. Can I have a negative? Can I have a radical in my denominator? Of course not. Okay. 16. All right. That's very similar to number 2. All right. Where again, I have to have a common radical in order to add. All right. And that's going to give you an answer. 17, evaluate. Just plugging in x and y. Solving like terms. Okay. What is my answer for anything taken to a 0 power? All right. Look that up. Okay. Then I got a power to a power, so I'm going to multiply. I get 4 power. All right. Evaluate. Y'all know how to do that. What is the domain? Domain. It's the x value. It's the input. It's the independent variable. All right. 23. Okay. Again, I'm just plugging in answers. All right. All right. Simplifying, combining like terms. All right. Power to a power gives me firepower. Now, what happens when we take a fraction to negative exponents? Okay, it's going to flip both of those numbers. Okay, simplify. I would advise doing what's within the parentheses first. Put your y up to the top. Okay, combine, multiply out, get one answer here, then take it to the third power. Okay, simplify. That's 2 square roots of 3 over square root of 5. I cannot have a square root in the denominator. 20, square root of 20. I can't combine those the way they are. Okay, so I have to have a common radical in order to do that. What would that radical be? Okay, 29. Plugging in 3 for x, 5 for y. Simplify. Okay, I'm going to use distribution here. Okay, and combine like terms. If this is 3 to the negative 2, if it's in the numerator, I got to take it to the denominator. Number 32, take everything to the second power. Evaluate. Okay, and then I have a bonus question. Now I'm going to let you, okay, it just wants to know what is the range? What is the y value? All right, now that's your test for tomorrow. Now, if you watch this entire video, all right, I want you to put the phrase, beat the pirates, okay, on the top of your test. Don't tell anyone. This is 5 extra points. I just want to see who's actually watching this video. All right, hope you're having a good evening. Take care, get some rest, and I'll see you in the morning. Bye now.